Time for Norton Bluejay Sports on Superstar Country 102.5 and Superstar1025.com.
And welcome. We are here in Scott City, Kansas for a Pink Out tournament along with Jody Cox, Marvin Matchett to bring you today's volleyball action. It's going to be a full day of volleyball, Jody. We have 10 teams competing, and they are going to place 9 of them, so we'll have a full day regardless of our success, which we're hoping to be that number 1 at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
We open up against Lakin, and they're getting ready to start right now. Lakin team will be our first opponent.
Yep, Lakin comes in with a record of 11-9. They didn't have very far to travel today like the Blue Jays did, but I think Blue Jays look ready to go.
Yeah, they do. And they are in a pink uniform today. If you're watching on Facebook Live, you can say that or see that. And you can go to Facebook, just search KQNK Radio, and then you'll see the live feed if you want to watch today's action. And happy to present it here on KQNK as well.
Hallie Brooks back to serve first for the Blue Jays.
And we are underway with the serve to the back line. Popped up, and the spike is retrieved by Lakin. Now they get a free ball for Norton and try to tip at the net. Well, that was actually Lakin trying to tip at the net. I'm not used to seeing them in pink.
Yeah.
And not able to get it over the net, so the Norton squad scores the first point. Brooks with her second serve. Comes across to the midline, digged up. Set. This time they go for the spike, and it's dug up by Kieswetter. On the opposite side, a tip over to Lakin. Lakin is up with a free ball for Norton. Up into the air. Comes to the front line. Now hit over the net. And Lakin not able to control off that pass over the net by Bina.
Yep, both teams kind of sloppy right now.
She's wearing a different number today. That's why I didn't recognize. You recognize her, didn't you?
I've seen her a few times, yep.
Okay. With Bina wearing number 9 today.
Hallie Brooks served out, so the score is 2-1 Norton. Lakin back to serve. Ball's up. It's served by Lakin to the back row to Hallie Brooks. Taylor Schlegel set it outside to Audrey Bina. She hits the ball, dug up by Lakin. Pass, 2 hits going over the net. Set again to Bina. Touch.
Oh, just out.
Touch. Oh, they missed the touch on that one. That's all right. It was a good hard swing. First thing in the morning takes everybody a little bit of time to get ready and rolling. Lakin back to serve again. Ball goes over to the back row to Kasiana Kieswetter. Hallie Brooks steps up to pass it outside to Audrey Bina over the net. Lakin passing the ball in the middle. Tip. Ellie Miller takes it back to their side. Now Lakin back. Touched by Chloe. Over the net by Hallie. The ball's up for Lakin. Strong hit out of bounds by Lakin. Now the score 3-2 Norton.
Derek Castell with that hit out of bounds.
Yeah.
The roster doesn't give us what year they are or anything.
Ellie Miller back to serve for the Blue Jays. Ball was popped up, tried to tip by Lakin. Chloe Cox hits it in the air. Hallie set Audrey Bina over the net, back to Lakin. Lakin hits it into the net and score Blue Jays.
The score now is Norton 4 and Lakin 2 here in this first set.
Got a substitution by Lakin, I think, trying to change the momentum for the Blue Jays.
Mariah Ortiz comes into the game for Lakin.
Ellie Miller back to serve for the Blue Jays. Deep ball to the middle. Ball's off of Lakin, out of bounds. Ace for Ellie Miller.
Eliza Forseca tries to pop that ball up, and it ends up going behind her instead of forward, and they weren't able to catch up to it because she was on the back line.
Ellie to serve again. Ball's up. Over to the back row to their libero. Ball's up. Just kind of a free ball set over. Audrey with a pass. Oh, over the net. And Lakin goes up and hits it down.
Unfortunate pass there at the net. It gets just over, and they were able to come up and put the spike on it and the kill, returning it back to the Norton side. So it's now 5-3 in favor of Norton.
Norton set to serve receive. Ball's in the air, comes over. Oh, in the net. In the net by Lakin. So now Audrey Bina is back to serve. We have a substitution for the Blue Jays. Leah Clark is in for Taylor Schlegel.
6-3 Norton.
Audrey has the ball up. It's over the net. Nice hard drop ball. Oh, Lakin got it in the air. Holly Brooks hit it up. Lakin was in the net.
Yeah, nice tip effort there that probably would have been down if they hadn't have been in the net. 7-3 Norton.
Audrey to serve again. Ball's in the air, over, deep in the corner. Lakin sets the ball short. Bina set it in the middle for David. She had to just pass it, or a hit, standing hit over. Lakin back to us, and a block by Alexis David. Pass over back to Norton. Bina set it to Chloe Cox on the outside. Blocked by Lakin. Bina set again. Tried to get it to Leah Clark. Another block by Lakin. And Alexis David dug it up. Oh, Bina with another pass. Caseyana gets it over to Chloe Cox. Back on Lakin's side. They go up to hit it. Oh. Another block by David. Ball comes back to Norton. And now a quick set to the middle. David hits it over. Lakin back. Ooh, deep to the middle. Caseyana Kieswetter gets it up to Bina. Bina passes it to Leah Clark. She gets it over the net. Back to Lakin. A set to the outside. Oh, and it's kind of a tough ball. They got a hand on that hit over the net. Bina tried to hit it over, and it just went to the net.
That was a good rally by both teams there. Our score is now Norton 7, Lakin 4.
Lakin serves the ball. Caseyana Kieswetter with the pass. Audrey Bina with the jump set outside to Leah Clark. Nice hard hit. And the pass goes out of bounds. So that's a kill for Leah Clark.
8-4 Norton.
Great effort by the Blue Jays. Chloe Cox back to serve. Ball's up. Over the net. Deep. Pass by Lakin. A set. Hit on the right side. Alexis David and Hallie Brooks with the block. And the bench is giving them some roar over here. Chloe back to serve her second one. Coach Murillo giving her the location. Ball's up. Back deep middle. Set by Lakin to the outside. Nice hard hit. Casey on with a dig. Audrey had a great pass to Hallie Brooks, and she hits it down.
That was all set up by that dig by Caseyana. She did a great job. That was right there. She got it right on the court.
Man, she's great hustle.
10-4 Norton now leading Lakin this first set.
We love it when Hallie Brooks gets in that front row if we can get a good pass and set her the ball. Ball's up by Chloe. Over short. Lakin gets the ball in the air. A set to the outside. Hit, touch by the Blue Jays. Another dig by Caseyana. Set by Audrey, and Hallie hits it out of bounds. That was tough.
Now 10-5. Lakin will be on the offense.
Lakin has a substitution.
That's Tegan Olam coming in for Lakin.
Back to serve receive is Chloe Cox, Caseyana Kieswetter, and Hallie Brooks. Ball's up, goes Caseyana. Nice pass to Audrey Bina. She tries to do a quick set to the middle to Hallie. Hallie has to tip it over. Lakin tries to get it back over. Up high outside to Leah Clark. Ooh.
Oh, hit the speaker.
Yeah.
What, off the spike of Lakin, it went up, and Schlegel tried to dig it up, and it hit the speaker, and it popped it in front of all of our players. They couldn't get to it.
Yeah, this ceiling's just a little lower than what they're used to.
It sure is. They were all backing up, waiting for the ball to come down to them.
Serves up by Lakin. Chloe Cox has a pass in the air. Caseyana has to try to get it up to Leah Clark over the net. Back to Lakin. Nice pass in the middle. Set to the outside. And a small tip over. Hallie sets it to Audrey from the back row, and she hits it over. Lakin coming back to them. Tip by Norton. Pass by Kieswetter. Set by Bina. And a hit by Brooks. Back to Lakin. Setting on the right side. Cross court. Oh. Great effort by Leah Clark and Alexis David. They were there for the block, but just a little too far off the net, and it came down between them.
Lakin closing the gap. It is now Norton 10, Lakin 7.
Lakin up to serve. Ball's up over the net to Chloe Cox. Nice pass to Audrey Bina, who tries to go outside to Hallie, and she has to tip it over, and it works for the Blue Jays.
It's a nice tip. 11-7 Norton.
Now back into the game is Ellie Miller to play in the front. So in our front row, we have Ellie Miller, Hallie Brooks, and Leah Clark. Kasiana Kieswetter back to serve. Ball's up and over. Deep middle. Pass by Lakin. Set to the middle. Short right where we don't have very much coverage there.
Perfect placement on that set, and now Lakin within 3. It's 11-8.
Lakin serving again. Ball's up, going back to the middle. Chloe Cox with the pass. Audrey Bina with the set to the outside to Ellie Miller, who has to tip it over. Lakin gets the ball up. Hit. Audrey has to take the first pass. Hallie steps up to pass it over to Leah Clark, and it's blocked down. Score is 11-9 Blue Jays. Lakin is set to serve here again. Ball's up over the net. Kasiana Kieswetter pass to Bina, who goes short to Hallie Brooks. Quick hit over the net. Lakin gets it up, hits the speaker by them. Kasiana pass, outside hit. Hallie Brooks, she really elevates and hits. Lakin wasn't ready, and it's a lift by Lakin.
Yeah, it came into her body off her arms, and they called that. And it was a good effort for Lakin to try and keep that ball alive, but nonetheless, Norton scores, and it's Norton 12, Lakin 9.
Leah Clark back to serve for the Blue Jays. Ball is in deep center. Ball's up by Lakin. Set to the outside. Cross-court hit. Chloe Cox. Leah set. Audrey hit. Audrey hits the ball up in the air. Oh, good hustle by the Blue Jays. They got a block and then tried to cover. We have substitution for the Blue Jays, so Taylor Schlegel comes in to set when Leah Clark to the back row. Lakin set to serve here. Ball's up and over into the net. Point Blue Jays. Now it's 13-10 Blue Jays. Hallie Brooks is back to serve. So we've done a complete rotation for the Blue Jays, all back to the beginning.
Ignore that if you heard that. I was plugging in my phone so we don't go dead in our broadcast.
Yes. Hallie Brooks with the serve. Lakin has the pass in the air, bump set, and then just a set push over the net. Good hustle by the Blue Jays, but that was 4 hits.
Yeah, the set to the net came into the net, which made it difficult for our girls to handle, and ended up with four hits to try and get it over.
Yeah, a little off speed there.
It's now Norton 13 and Lakin 11 with the serve.
Number 21 for Lakin's little jump serve. Hallie Brooks.
Miscommunication.
Pass, and then, miscommunication by the Blue Jays.
Couldn't decide who was going to get that off the bump.
Lakin serving again. Ball's up into the net. Boy, that's a break we'll sure take anytime we can get it.
See if we can string some points here, leading now 14-12.
Ellie Miller back to serve for the Blue Jays. Ball's in the air. Deep serve. Pass by Lakin. Nice hard cross court.
They had both teams trying to tip the ball at the net, and it comes down, and as we try and save it, it goes into the face of one of our own players and ends up with a point for Lakin. They're within 1, and they're serving.
There's pretty sloppy volleyball this morning, but both teams really got to get it going here. Kasiana with the pass.
Pass came out
that
wide.
Was a little off.
Came out wide right out of the court area. And obviously tried to save it, but couldn't get it over the net. Didn't have enough room there. So now it's tied at 14.
Substitution for the Blue Jays. Leah Clark in for Taylor Schlegel. Blue Jays need to get something going here. Number 2 for Lakin, back to serve.
Kylan King.
Ball's up, back to Kasiana Kieswetter. Nice pass. Set by Leah Clark, outside to Audrey Bina. Audrey hits it. Lakin gets the pass up. They put it up back over the net. Audrey passes to the middle of the floor. Leah hustles to get it, and Chloe Cox, tries to get it over, but it hit the antenna.
We had another miscommunication on that where 2 girls looked at each other thinking the other one was going to get to the ball, and by the time one of them decided it was late, and she put it right into the side of the antenna that goes up to the court.
Yeah. Lakin serves. Blue Jays had a nice attack over. Lakin has the free ball over to them. Katiana, nice pass. Quick set to the middle. Alexis David with the kill. It really starts with that pass. If you get a good pass, that setter has 3 options: behind her, in the middle, and out to the outside.
Audrey serving with our score tied 15-all.
Jump serve up and over.
Nice serve. Ace
by Audrey Bina. Blue Jays need some of that for these rallies to keep this scoring going. Ball's up by Audrey. Goes over. Oh, that drop down to the middle. Tough serve. Yep. Lakin hits it over in the deep left corner, and our coverage wasn't there to get it.
16-16 our score. Going back to serve, the tallest girl on the Lakin side, that's Iron Michaels, Michaelis.
A serve, jump serve over the net. Katiana with the pass. Audrey set to the outside to Leah Clark. Blocked by Lakin, and it was out of bounds. So side out to the Blue Jays. 16-16 is the score, and Chloe Cox back to serve.
With that block, it's now 17-16.
Oh, sorry, 17. Chloe serve here. Set by Lakin to the outside. Nice hard hit. Touch by the Blue Jays. Set by Audrey Bina. Outside to Hallie Brooks, who hits the ball. Ball's over. Oh, almost came back over to the Blue Jays, and Alexis David kept herself from going over the net to get it, and it dropped. So it's a side out to the Blue Jays.
18-16 Blue Jays.
Chloe got where she's supposed to serve from the coach. Goes in the back right. Set to the backside by Lakin, but Blue Jays block it. Now it's a tip over the net, and we weren't ready for it. That's one of the locations that is hardest for our team to cover, is when they're blocking, there's got to be coverage right behind the block, and we don't have that very often.
18-17 Norton, Lakin serving. Serving is number 10, Sarah Cialis.
Ball's up and over. Chloe Cox with a nice hard pass. Audrey tries to set it. Again, lack of communication by the Blue Jays. They're just a little off this morning. Lakin serving. Ball's up and over. Chloe Cox with the pass. Audrey Bina passes it, sets it outside to Hallie Brooks, who hits it. Lakin blocks it out of bounds.
One thing on that serve that I noticed with Lakin, you see most of the girls serving mostly towards the center. She takes it to the corner with her serve.
Yep. Katiana Kieswetter back to serve. Ball's up and over. Middle of the court. Pass by Lakin. Set to the middle. Block by Brooks. Chloe passes it. Audrey set to Hallie. Kind of a little push over the net. Lakin outside pass. Audrey has to take the first pass. Katiana pass outside to Brooks. Lakin again outside pass. There was a touch by Ellie Miller, and it came off her hands short, and Audrey wasn't able to get it.
Tied up again. We are 19-19.
They're doing a lot of good things. We want touches on the ball. We just got to be ready. Lakin serving the ball again. Katiana pass to Audrey. Audrey outside to Leah Clark, and the set wasn't great, and Leah just went long with it.
Now Lakin on top, 20-19.
Serves up by Lakin. Chloe Cox, it was a little short pass. Hallie steps up to pass it. Leah Clark pushes it over the net. Lakin has to try to get it over. Another touch over. Audrey Bean is set outside to Hallie Brooks. Nice hard hit. Oh, and it's back over the net. Ellie Miller.
Into the net they called.
Yep, so Ellie Miller went up to hit the ball as it was coming over, and they called her in the net. Served by Lakin. Pass by Brooks. Short set by Audrey to Hallie, and it's a kill.
Murillo came over and talked to the official near him on that touching the net, and he explained I don't know if the official was agreeing with him, but he gave him a thumbs up on it.
Leah Clark back to serve.
Duly noted, I guess.
Right. Pass free ball by Lakin. Katiana Kieswetter with the pass to Leah Clark. Up to Hallie Brooks, and it's a kill. I tell you, the Blue Jays are needing some of that energy. We got to get these girls hitting on the front row.
They have now tied it back up 21-21.
Leah Clark back to serve for the Blue Jays. Ball's up, deep middle, pass by Lakin, set to the backside, hit out of bounds. I tell you, she's trying to hit over Audrey Bina and Ellie Miller, and that's great intimidation. I wouldn't want to hit into that block either.
No. 22-21, Norton back on top. Lakin's going to take a timeout. We will too. We'll take this quick timeout and be back in, well, maybe. I got to figure out my, we'll keep it right here this time.
Okay. Well, both teams, I wouldn't say they're...
We pardon the interruption of our broadcast. I had some technical issues with the phone. It disconnected on me. We are back, and it's over, and recap.
That's right. So I think Hallie Brooks was back to serve, and Lakin had a few passes that were over the net. Well, they brought it back to the Blue Jays, and they got a good set, and Audrey Bina killed it down. Well, then they served it again, and Lakin just barely had it over the net, and Audrey went up and put it down. And that's really what we've been missing, is some good hard hits, some good passes, and some good hard hits to bring that energy up and get these girls going.
Good news is they did, after giving up the lead, they were able to bring it back and win that first set. They switched sides, a brief timeout here, and then they'll be going forward with the second set.
I do want to shout out to the Norton Blue Jay line judge over there. I don't know if she really knows what she's doing, but she looks like she does. What's her name? Mrs. Bailey?
Bailey,
I
believe
that's
it.
right.
Yeah, Bailey.
Okay. Well, we'll be sure to keep track of when she does something wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure her husband will let her know.
I think she's well in tune to the sport. An Oberlin grad.
That's right. We won't hold that against her.
They're having their tournament this weekend, too. Oh. Being an Oberlin grad myself.
Oh.
Trying to keep in touch with them. A few years before Miss Bailey. Like 1973.
Oh, gosh.
That's a few. All right, Lakin is going to serve to get us started on our second set. Here's Jody Cox with your play-by-play.
Lakin up to serve. Oh, it hit the net.
That's a good start for Norton.
That's a good start. We'll take what we can get. Hallie Brooks back to serve for the Blue Jays. Getting the location from Coach Murillo. We'll jump serve over the net. Back deep middle. Lakin gets the ball up. Set outside. Touched by Ellie Miller, and the block was out of bounds.
I was going to say that number 5 for Lakin is the tallest girl in the court.
Yep. Probably 6'1".
Audrey's about got her.
Yeah, close. Casiano with the pass up to Leah Clark, who tries to go outside to Audrey Bina.
Missed it.
That's pretty far off the net, and Audrey couldn't quite handle it.
Lakin 2-1.
Lakin back to serve for the Blue Jays. Ball's up and over. Nice hard serve. Casiano gets it up. Leah set. Audrey hit, and that tall girl for Lakin blocked it.
Yeah. 3-1 Lakin.
Lakin serving again. Ball's up over the net. Back to Chloe Cox, who can't handle it. Ace for Lakin.
She has a deceiving serve. It doesn't gain a lot of height. She serves kind of like a sidearm pitcher.
Yeah, yes, she does. Kind of does a sidestep and then fast arm swing over. Back deep to Hallie Brooks. Up, Chloe tries to pass it. Audrey has to give a free ball over the net to Lakin. They set to the right side. Hit up and over. Casiano thought it was out, but she didn't follow it to the line, and it's in.
Lakin is off to a 5-1 lead, and they're going to call timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey there, listeners. Are you tired of squinting at your screens, struggling with blurry vision, or constantly misplacing your glasses? Well, it's time to see clearly again with the help from Cole Family Eye Care of Norton. Their experienced team provides comprehensive eye exams, personalized eyewear consultations, and the latest in contact lens technology. Plus, they accept most insurance plans. Don't let poor vision hold you back. Schedule your appointment today by calling 877-5115. Rediscover the world with clarity at Cole Family Eye Care of Norton. Your vision is their focus.
Welcome back, Scott City, the Pink Out Tournament. Norton wins the first set, and now we're in the second set, and Lakin is off to a 5-1 lead over our Lady Jays.
Yep, Lady Jays kind of falling apart here, but I tell you, they're athletic enough. They're well coached. I have full confidence that they can come back and get the lead here.
Lakin serving.
Ball's up and over to Chloe Cox. Nice pass to Leah Clark, who goes backside to Ellie Miller. Hit over. Lakin a quick set in the middle. Again, this ceiling is so short. It hit some cables that are holding the net down, and the Blue Jays weren't ready for it. Point Lakin.
6-1.
Number 14 for Lakin. She's still back there serving. Nice hard pass to Caseyana. Hallie Brooks hustles for it.
Nope.
Tries to get it over, and Ellie Miller couldn't quite get it.
Substitution.
Coach Murillo trying to mess up the momentum for Lakin. Brings Taylor Schlegel back in for Leah Clark. Blue Jays got to get a good pass here and try to set something up. Ball's up by Lakin, and she hits it into the net.
Wow. She had a nice run there. Gave Lakin a 7-1 lead, and with the serving to the net is now 7-2. Norton serving and Lakin leading.
Yep. Ellie Miller back to serve for the Blue Jays. Ball's up and over. Nice hard serve. Pass close to the net. Alexis David gets up to challenge. Hallie Brooks tries to take it over in two, and it was too deep.
Now 8-2 Lakin.
Blue Jays are fine here. Volleyball can change quickly. Lakin has the serve. Pass it over to Caseyana. Nice pass. Goes to Chloe Cox. Lakin tries to get it up. Free ball over. Audrey Bina with the pass. Taylor sets it to Audrey, who hits it over. Lakin hit the ball, and it looked like Alexis David was in the net. The ball was actually hit out of bounds, but Norton was in the net, so it's a point to Lakin.
9-2, Lakin now leading the Lady Jays.
Lakin back to serve. Ball's up and over. Caseyana has a nice pass to Taylor. Taylor gets the ball up to Audrey, who hits it over. Touch on the block. Pass to the outside for Lakin. And they tried to go cross-court, and it was too far. No touch by the Blue Jays.
Wasn't even close on that one. Fortunately, we didn't have anybody in the net. 9-3 is our score. Lakin leading, and back to serve is Audrey.
Leah Clark back into the front row. Audrey has a serves up. Nice little jump serve, and it went out.
Wanted to hit that sideline to the left side and out by about 8 inches.
Typically, those deep corners are a great place to serve and hit, but it's got to be within the line. Lakin back to serve. Back to serve it to Caseyana. Audrey sets it outside to Leah Clark. Lakin has it up. Did a pushover and two. Blue Jays were hustling, trying to get it over, and the momentum carried Chloe Cox across the center line.
Timeout, Norton. Lakin 11, Norton 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
What makes Pioneer Brand List E3 soybeans different? Pioneer offers proven products and decades worth of expertise to help make growers successful. Clydesdale Agronomy has the expertise and support to help growers successfully adopt this responsible weed control system. Learn more at pioneer.com/enliste3 or contact your local Pioneer sales representative, Randy Clydesdale, at 785-871-7745. Go Blue Jays!
Norton's got some issues, but Lakin is playing exceptional ball.
They're doing well. They're limiting their mistakes and just looks like they're just hustling and going after it. There isn't anything too textbook about it, but they're just playing hard, and Norton just is a little off, just a kind of a step behind. They just need to pick up their communication, and everything else will be. So it starts with the pass.
Lakin to serve with an 11-3 lead.
Ball's up and out of bounds. Good call by that back row there.
11-4.
Could be a good momentum changer here. Chloe Cox back to serve for the Blue Jays. Getting the location from Coach Murillo. Nice drop ball. Lakin has the ball. They have to free ball it over. That was such a hard serve. Nice. Blue Jays had a great pass. Audrey did a quick set to Alexis David, and she hit that sucker down.
Yes, she did. 11-5. Maybe that'll give them some momentum.
Yep, Chloe, she's a good server. Got to keep it going here. Ball's up by Chloe. Nice serve over to the middle of the court. Lakin passes outside. Norton's late on the block. Audrey does a set to Hallie. He's a little off. Hallie does a good job getting it over. Lakin sets the ball up and hits it out of bounds. Point Blue Jays.
11 for Lakin, 6 for Norton. They're making their move.
Chloe still serving for the Blue Jays. Ball's up and just barely clearing the net. Over to the other side. Lakin sets it up, and a block by the Blue Jays. Kim's over to their side. Audrey sets it to Hallie, and Hallie hits it down.
Right in the corner.
Great job by the Blue Jays.
11-7. Lakin leading. Norton having a charge here.
I think Coach Maria's trying to get the tempo of the game going a little more and calling some more of the quick sets. Chloe still serving. Back over the net. Deep. Ace.
I got it.
Ace by Chloe Cox. Lakin couldn't quite take control of that serve.
Norton within 3. 11-8 our score.
Ball's up. Over. Short drop ball. Lakin. Oh, nice pass up. Free ball to the Blue Jays. Pass. Nice pass by Chloe. Audrey does a back set to Hallie Brooks, and she hits it down.
Norton within 2. It was 11-3.
Yep.
Now it's 11-9. Keep it going, Chloe.
Yep.
Her serve is deadly.
Ace by Chloe.
You rarely see more than 6 inches between the ball and the net when she's serving. And that was a nice ace. Nobody could get to it.
Yeah, she's doing a great job. She's got a nice jump serve there, and man, that sucker, it's going, and they don't know what to do with it.
Norton is within 1. It's 11-10. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Everyone has a big to-do list nowadays. With a busy schedule, it's easy to forget about yourself. Don't neglect your dental health. Schedule a quick and easy dental checkup with Dr. Shirk. They're open Monday through Thursdays, 8:30 to 5. Call and set up an appointment today at 785-877-2821 or stop in at 205 South Kansas in Norton. Dr. Shirk and his staff are ready to get your smile looking its best.
Welcome back. It's Lakin 11 and Norton 10 with Chloe Cox serving.
Coming off the timeout, Chloe still gets that ball in, drops low. Ball went over the net. Norton hits it down. Lakin hustles with the free ball just barely across to the Blue Jays. They have to talk and get it over. Leah Clark tries to hit it across the net and too far across court, and it went out.
12-10. Lakin gets the serve back finally.
So it's a good run by the Blue Jays. Their coach called a timeout and kind of broke the momentum there. Lakin back to serve. Jump serve. Ball's over. Short. Caseyana gets it. Audrey with a pass to the middle to Hallie. Hallie hits it. And the girl on the other side for Lakin can't handle it.
And again, I say, give the credit to Caseyana on that dig because that was not easy.
Right. Yep. Caseyana back to serve for the Blue Jays. Ball's up. Back to the middle. Pass by Lakin, set, hit, blocked by the Blue Jays. Lakin has to do a free ball over the net. It's short. Miller with the pass to Bina, who gives it back to Miller. And they say it was 4 hits. They say her attack didn't clear the stripe, and it's 4 hits by the Blue Jays.
13-11, Lakin leading.
Serve by Lakin over to Caseyana. Nice pass to Audrey Bina, who goes short to Hallie Brooks, who tips it, and it's a kill.
Every time they see Hallie Brooks goes up, they back up.
That's right.
And she fooled them this time. If you don't do that very often, you get away with it.
Well, she couldn't do much with that set, but I think it was a good choice by Hallie. Leah Clark back to serve. Ball's up, deep. Set to the right side by Lakin, who pushes it over. Chloe takes it over. Now Lakin back and tips it, and it's a point for Lakin.
Lakin 14, Norton 12. Lakin serving.
We've got a good front row here for the Blue Jays. We need to get a good pass to set them up. Ball's up by Lakin. Serve back to Caseyana. Leah Clark with the set to Hallie Brooks. Touched by Lakin, but ball came down on their side. So it was a kill for Hallie.
Norton within 1 with Brooks to serve.
Hallie back to serve. Little jump. Lakin has a pass to the left side. They push it over. Caseyana hustles. Leah Clark tries to hustle for it. That was a great effort by the Blue Jays. They just couldn't quite get there.
That was a long push to the corner, and that push got behind them.
Those deep corners are hard to cover.
15-13, Lakin.
Lakin has a serve. We're back to the hard server outside to Audrey. And it's a kill by Audrey. That was a great pass by the Blue Jays and a great set by Leah.
It comes cross court to the back line. It was a great kill. Now Norton within 1.
Ellie Miller back to serve for the Blue Jays. Getting which location from Coach Murillo. Ball's up, over.
Nice serve.
Great serve. Lakin couldn't handle it. The pass went into the net. They couldn't get to it. Great job by his seniors.
Tied at 15.
This is where we want our seniors in these pressure moments. Nice serve by Ellie. Lakin, bad pass. They had to get it over the net. Audrey passes it up. Quick set to Alexis David. Audrey has to take it over in 2. Up by Lakin with a kill. Blue Jays couldn't quite handle it.
16-15.
Lakin did a good job with a quick set to the middle. The Blue Jays weren't there, and they couldn't quite handle the quick tempo. Lakin back to serve. Ball's up, over short. Audrey with the pass. Leah tries to go back to Audrey. Nice hard hit, but
it's a long. 17-15, Lakin.
Coach giving the play for the Blue Jays. Lakin back to serve. Ball's up and out. Thank goodness. We'll take that one. We could use it.
17-16, Lakin leading by 1. Norton to serve. Audrey back.
Audrey with a little jump serve. Nice drop to their libero, and they couldn't handle it. Yep, ace for Audrey Bina.
Tied at 17. What a match. Actually, what a set. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Could be match if they could go ahead and win.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Audrey has the ball up and into the net.
Breaks the score. Lakin 18, Norton 17, and Lakin to serve.
Blue Jays are still good here. Ball's up by Lakin. They get a good pass. Chloe Cox has a nice pass to Audrey Bino. Does a quick set to Alexis David. Lakin has it come over the net, and Leah Clark, she hits the ball over, and it was just in.
Tied at 18. Clark to serve, or Cox to serve, I'm sorry. She had a good run last time she served.
She
served
going
like
here.
8 or 9 points. Oh, I jinxed her. She went into the net. 19-18 Lakin.
Blue Jays serve receive. Lakin to serve. Ball's up. Nice jump serve. Chloe Cox. Pass went into the antenna, and they called it out.
20-18 Lakin.
Bluejay's trying to break the momentum. So Hallie Fonensteel is coming in for Chloe Cox. Hallie's been playing on the JV team all year, and now she's coming in to sub for the varsity. Lakin to serve. I tell you, they do exactly what you're supposed to do. When there's a substitution, that's who you serve it to. And that's exactly what they did. Hallie's all right.
21-18.
She's a good athlete, good passer. If they give her another one, I guarantee it'll be on the money. Lakin going back. Hallie has a great pass. Audrey with the set out to Hallie Brooks, and she kills it. Nice hard hit. That was awesome. I tell you what, that was great for Hallie. She messed up the first serve they sent her. She had a great pass that second time, and Norton was able to get it down and make a point.
21-19, Lakin leading. Back to serve is Kieswetter.
Serves up by Kieswetter, over, back row, pass by Lakin, set to the middle, push over, Hallie. Lots of bodies flying to get the ball, and the Blue Jays can't quite get it.
Couldn't get it over the net. It hit the top ribbon, but that wasn't far enough. 22-19, Lakin leading.
Ball's up for Lakin, over the net, short. Caseyana tries to get it, a little bit of a shank. Ellie, great hustle, and Hallie Brooks sends it over the net. Lakin sets the outside. Oh, Audrey sets it. Ellie does a tip over. Lakin gets it up, push it. Fonensteel with the pass. Audrey with the set. Hallie Brooks with the kill. Outstanding.
There was 3 Lakin girls touch that ball off the kill, but neither one of them could get in behind it.
Yep. There's a lot of bodies flying these last couple rallies.
22-20, Lakin leading.
Leah Clark back to serve, over to Lakin, a little close to the net. The setter can't get it. Point Blue Jays.
22-21, Lakin.
Boy, Norton's got a tough front line here with Hallie Brooks, Ellie Miller, and Audrey Bina. Clark with the serve, keeps it into the back row at Lakin. Lakin has a set to the outside. They try to get it over. Pass by Caseyana, set by Leah to Hallie Brooks. Nice hard hit. Lakin gets it up, set to the middle. Fonensteel with the pass.
Oh, a hit.
Good hustle by Clark. Oh, man, this is a tough gym to play. Normally that'd be a great pass.
3 times that speaker has come into play on the ceiling, and speaker hangs down about 3 foot below the rafter, and it just gets in the way there in the middle of the court.
Lakin with the serve. Ball goes over to Caseyana. Hallie Brooks with the hit, and Lakin blocked him, and it came down over on the Blue Jay side. He didn't have the coverage over there.
Lakin is serving set point right here, leading 24-21. Remind you, Norton did win the first set.
Yep. Had to push it out.
Miscommunication for Lakin. This time 3 girls stood and watched the ball hit between them.
Yep. Hallie kind of did a push set to get that in the air, and then they sent it out to Audrey, and she was able to roll it right in the center of the court, and Lakin wasn't ready.
Brooks to serve, trailing 24-22.
Serves up, back row, pass by Lakin, set to the outside. Blocked by Audrey Bina, and it hit the girl right back in the face.
Their tallest girl up for the spike, and Audrey was right there.
Yep.
So now Norton back within 1. 24-23 is our score. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Next Tech is proud to now offer social media monitoring from Bark, designed by parents for parents. Bark is a service that scans text messages, over 30 social media apps, and other online activity, keeping you informed and your child protected. With Bark from Next Tech, parents get alerts for potential dangers easily and effortlessly. Interested in learning more? Visit next-tech.com/bark or call 877-625-7872.
And welcome back. It is Lakin 24, Norton 23. Lakin was serving set point. leading by 2, and now Norton only trailing by 1, and Brooks the serve.
Lakin gets it up, sets close to the net. They have to push a tip over. Ellie blocks it back to Lakin's side. They have to bump it up and go over to the back row to Casey Allen. Leah Clark tries to make a set to Audrey. It was too short. She had to push it over. Now Lakin pushes it back over. Audrey sets middle to Ellie. Ellie has to just get it over best she can, and Lakin hits it back.
Well, again, Lakin, well, that was match point right there, set point with that, and just come off a set that came up too close to the net, and they weren't able to do anything with it. So Lakin wins the second set. Now we are tied 1 set apiece. We're going to go ahead and take about a 2-minute timeout here, and we'll come back with the final set of the match here on KQNK.
You want your bank to offer services that are easy to use and easy to understand. With Equity Bank, you have access to great banking services like online banking and bill pay, a free mobile app, Apple and Android Pay, and even mobile check deposit. Unlike other banks, Equity Bank won't hide fees and complicated services or disclosure language. Plus, customers put even more money in their pocket thanks to nationwide ATM access and no fees on your ATM transactions. Equity Bank, member FDIC.
Precision under pressure. That's what area students and athletes strive for every day, and Natoma Manufacturing Corporation strives to produce the highest quality products, along with great communication in their drive to achieve their goals. Natoma Manufacturing Corporation wishes the best for all of the area students and athletes this school year and wherever they are going in life. Good luck and have fun out there from Natoma Manufacturing Corporation, located on East Highway 36 in Norton.
When life happens, Boxler Insurance will be there to help you get through it. This is David Davis from Boxler Insurance Agency. Be prepared for life's unexpected events with one of our many just-in-case insurance options. We not only assess your insurance needs and get you the policies that best meet those needs, we will also be there if you ever need to use those policies by assisting with submitting claims. Start to finish, we're there for you. Contact us at 785-877-5128 or stop by our office located at 108 North 1st in Norton.
Get more for your dollar at your Jamboree. On sale this week. Boston butt pork roast, $1.98 a pound. Boneless, skinless chicken thighs, $2.48 a pound. Select varieties Dole chopped salad, $2.98 each. Washington Cosmic Crisp apples, 98 cents a pound. Select varieties Ragu pasta sauce, 2 for $4. And select varieties Blue Ribbon Classics frozen dairy desserts, just $5.98 each. Enjoy these savings and more this week at your Jamboree Foods with locations in Norton and Hill City.
And welcome back to Scott City, Kansas, the Pink Out Tournament here at Scott City. Norton and Lakin having quite a match here. Norton goes on and wins the first set. Lakin plays strong and gets that second set. And now we're going to go into our final set of the match to see who will advance on the championship side or at least lead in the pool anyway.
That's right. I tell you, both teams are hustling. They're making good serves. They're really, there isn't a ball dropping on the floor without an effort towards it. Hopefully the Blue Jays can gain some confidence here and take over, because the Blue Jay record is significantly better than Lakin. Lakin is 11-9, but I don't know what kind of competition
I keep thinking about that. They're just above 500, and, but they're playing great.
Yep, Lakin has a serve. Chloe has the pass. Ellie has the help. Audrey standing hit it. Out of bounds. Really like to see Audrey get going on the front line and get some attacks. I think it helps everybody when your hitters can really get going. Lakin serves.
Oh, that made it in.
Blue Jays had to just take it over. Ellie went in deep corner, and it was a point for the Blue Jays.
They had a chance at that ball, but everybody thought it was out except for the ball itself.
Yep. Hallie Brooks back to serve for the Blue Jays. Ball's up. Lakin with the pass. Set to the outside. Nice hard hit. That was down the line. Audrey and Ellie were there for the block, but they were moved over more to an inside court.
Earlier in this pool, in this gym, it was Lebo defeating Phillipsburg. Our next opponent would be Wheatland, or check that. Our next opponent would be in the other court, which would be Golden Plain.
Garden Plain. Is it Garden Plain?
Garden Plain, yes.
Okay.
Garden Plain would be our next.
Lakin served into the net. A side out to the Blue Jays. The score is 2-2 with Ellie Miller back to serve. Ellie serves short. Nice hard serve. Lakin has to just push it over. The pass is close to the net by the Blue Jays. Taylor can't quite get to it. Point to Lakin.
Lakin 3, Norton 2 as we start this decisive set of the match.
Lakin with the serve. Over. Back to Hallie. Casey just pushes it up for Chloe Cox. Sends it over the net. Lakin has a set. And the hit was into the net.
3-3. Norton serving. Audrey will serve.
Blue Jays lucked out there. Leah Clark back into the game.
Yeah, I think she lost her position on the court because that slam, that hit was nowhere near towards over the net. Oh, Audrey serves, comes just off the top ribbon and back at him. Yeah. So Lakin's point.
Just some mental errors by the Blue Jays. Serving is just mental. Those upperclassmen really got to step up. Serve by Lakin. Pass by Caseyana. Good pass. Quick set to Alexis David. Ball's back over.
Oh, no.
The Blue Jays aren't talking, and the ball hits the floor, so it's a point Lakin.
They had that ball surrounded with 4 players on the court, and none of them went for it. Communication.
Serves up by Lakin. Short. Caseyana can't get to it. Ace.
Lakin taking control here in this final set, leading 6-3, but plenty of time for Norton. That helps.
Lakin hits the net, so side out to the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays need to change their attitude on the court to look a little disgusted with themselves and get a positive attitude now.
Yep. Chloe Cox back to serve for the Blue Jays. Ball's up. Nice hard serve. Set to the outside for Lakin. Deep. Out of bounds. Point Blue Jays.
6-5, Lakin leading.
Yep. Coach is telling his team they got plenty of time, just one at a time. Chloe serves it over. Lakin almost hits the ceiling. Blue Jays go up, and Lakin's in the net.
And there's another one of those where it went up and hit the ceiling, and so it was difficult for Lakin to handle.
Yeah.
But the result is Norton is now tied at 6.
Chloe Cox serving again. Nice hard serve. Lakin barely gets it in the air, and they have to try to get it over the net, but it was a bad hit.
Now Norton leading 7-6 over Lakin in this final match, final set of the match.
Chloe serve is up.
Oh, into the net.
And into the net.
7-7, and Lakin will be serving.
Sometimes the mental part of the game is the hardest part of the game.
She'll serve from the right side corner.
Jump serve over. Caseyana tries to get it. Hits the ceiling. Chloe hustles. It's over.
That's unfortunate. They called palming the ball.
Yeah. They called a lift on Audrey. She just reacted, and it was an open hand to get it over. And they called a lift.
Lakin by 1, and they're serving.
Serves up. Into the net. A good break for the Blue Jays. Caseyana Kieswetter back to serve. The score is 8-8. Serve by Kieswetter across the net. Lakin, quick set to the middle. Blocked by the Blue Jays, but it went out of bounds. Good effort and a nice touch. You just got to shrug their shoulders to try to get the hands over the top so it goes down on the other side. Lakin with the serve, short serve. Caseyana gets it up. Quick serve to Hallie, set to Hallie Brooks. Chloe with the pass. Audrey with the set. Back to Hallie. Nice hard hit. Touched by the Lakin. And they're just going to get it over the net. Touched by Hallie. She gets her own set. Audrey tries to push it over the net quick. Lakin has a set outside. Nice hard. The hit was in. It was deep. Blue Jays thought it was out, but it was in. It's a good rally by both teams.
Now Lakin 10 and Norton 8.
Served by Lakin. Hallie gets the pass. Leah Clark has to step up. Ellie Miller just pushes it over. Lakin has a short set. Push it over to Caseyana. Audrey with the set. Hallie with the kill.
9-8. Norton now serving.
It was hard, and they tried to pass it, and it went off the girl out of bounds into the bleachers. Love to see this front line be getting some hits. Hallie Brooks is hitting well. Served by Leah Clark to Lakin. Pass to the middle of the floor. Set to the outside. Into the net.
Norton ties it back up at 10.
Leah Clark's just a sophomore, but she's handling the pressure. She's doing great. Serves up and over deep. Lakin pass to the middle of the floor. Try to set outside. Hits the cable on the ceiling, and their hitter can't quite control it, and it goes out of bounds.
Norton now leading 11-10.
Leah serving again. Ball's over. Pass is close to the net. Sets up. Nice hit. Caseyana with the pass. Leah hustling to get a nice set to Audrey. Audrey hits it over. Lakin hits it, and Hallie Brooks got a touch on it, but it drops on Norton's side.
Tied at 11.
Lakin back to serve. We still have a strong front line here with Bina, Miller, and Brooks. Like to see a good pass to attack. Short. Chloe gets it. Pass goes into the net, and the Blue Jays couldn't quite handle it.
The serve just barely touched the top of the ribbon.
Yeah.
It was a good serve. Hard to handle.
Lakin has serve up. Hallie with the pass. Leah Clark with the set outside to Audrey. Audrey with a nice hit.
Tied at 12.
Little quick tempo set there out to Audrey, and she hit it down. Hallie Brooks back to serve for the Blue Jays. Deep serve. Lakin gets the ball up, set outside. Blocked by the Blue Jays. Chloe sets it. Dina with the deep ball, and that's a score for the Blue Jays.
Now Norton leading 13-12.
Chloe Cox did a good job stepping in to set that ball where it needed to be. Hallie Brooks with the serve. Lakin has the pass set to the outside. Touched by Bina. Couldn't quite get to it in the back row.
13-all.
Touches are good, but it can sure change the trajectory of a ball and make it hard for the other girls to get to.
Mariah checks in to serve for Lakin.
13-13. Lakin serving. Ball's up. Deep. Caseyana Kieswetter. Pass to Leah Clark. Leah tries to set it to Ellie Miller, and it was just too close to the net and a little low, and it was tough to handle.
Lakin up by 1 now, 14-13.
Serves up, over. Hallie Brooks with a nice pass to Leah Clark. She sets it out to Audrey, and she had to just kind of push it over. Lakin has a nice setup, and they hit the ball into the net.
Tied at 14.
Alexis David back in for the Blue Jays. Play the middle. Audrey still in the front row, and Chloe Cox now. Ellie Miller back to serve for the Blue Jays. Nice serve. Lakin has the ball. They try to set middle. Goes deep. Hallie Brooks with the pass. Leah Clark with the set. Audrey has to get it over. The set's pretty far off the net. Lakin with the touch.
Those Raptors.
Yeah. Alexis David, she had a nice block. She dropped, pushed the ball in the air, but it hit the rafter, changed where the ball was going, and the Blue Jays couldn't redirect and get it.
Lakin 15, Norton 14.
Lakin serves. Nice hard serve. Hallie has the pass to Leah. Leah goes quick to Alexis David, and it's a kill.
Tied at 15. Being it back to serve.
Audrey Bina up. Ball's over. They push it over in 2. Audrey has the set. Quick set to Alexis David, who goes in the deep part of the court, and they weren't there.
You couldn't have choreographed that any better.
That's a great play by Alexis. That set was a little short, and she just made what she could do with it.
Norton's up by 1, 16-15. Lakin has a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Nothing beats the taste of homegrown and hometown service. Porter Ranch Beef guarantees both. You're guaranteed beef raised locally on Porter Ranch and beef processed locally and packaged for family servings. Vacuum sealed for guaranteed freshness. They also offer specialty orders, including quarter, half, and whole beef. Add in Alma cheeses, pickled products, beef snacks, and nuts, and you're all set to go. Hometown flavor, hometown freshness, and hometown friendly service. That's Porter Ranch Beef on North Highway 283, north of the stoplight.
I'm thinking that timeout was more for a refresher or time to take a break and rest the girls a little bit. It's been intense here, so Lakin wanted that timeout. Talk to the girls, but it's 15-16. They just want them to refocus.
Yeah. Well, Lakin wants to get that momentum that the Blue Jays has broken. See if Audrey can keep the momentum here and get her serve in. Ball's up, over, deep in the back. They have the ball set, right side, hit. Ooh, that was close. Lakin went deep with it, and that was close. They called it in.
16-17, Lakin leading. Actually 17 all, or 16 all now.
Lakin back to serve. Ball's up, over. Chloe Cox. Audrey had to call help. Caseyana passed it up. Leah Clark hit it over. Back to the Blue Jays. Chloe sets Leah. It's over to Lakin. Lakin can't quite handle it. Nice tip. Leah has the ball up in the air. Audrey tries to do a quick set to Alexis. Alexis goes deep with it again with that push. And
That's
it worked.
working.
Yep.
That's working. Norton up by 1, and they'll be serving. Chloe Cox to serve.
Statistically, those deep corners are a higher percentage of a kill.
They're harder to hit.
Chloe Cox with the serve. Lakin pushes it back over to the Blue Jays. Caseyana with a nice pass.
Oh, yeah.
Set for Audrey to the backside, and Hallie Brooks with a kill.
Norton up by 2, and we haven't been able to say that for a while.
Right.
18-16 our score.
Boy,
Cox getting ready to serve.
we really need to keep Hallie in this game. That's a great job. It starts with a pass. Chloe back to serve. Up, over. Tough pass. Free ball by Lakin. Back to Caseyana, who passes it to Audrey, who goes back to Hallie. Hallie jumps, and she kills it.
It wasn't like the hardest kill she's ever had, but it was in the perfect spot.
That was a little off speed, whether it was intentional or not, and the Lakin couldn't handle it.
19-16, Norton.
Serves up by Chloe. Over, pass, short pass in the middle. Over by Lakin. Casey with the pass. Audrey with the set to Hallie. Hallie has to just go with her right hand over. Lakin back this side. And a nice block by Alexis David and Hallie Brooks.
Norton 20, Lakin 16.
Chloe still serving for the Blue Jays. Passing to the middle. Serving to the middle. Tip.
Oh, good tip.
Yeah. That's one of the things the Blue Jays really need to work on is coverage on that tip.
They did break serve, Lakin did, and now it's 20-17. Norton got some points, though.
Norton's got to be ready for Lakin to come over in two with that short ball. Serves up for Lakin. Over. Back to Caseyana. Pass to Audrey Bina. Audrey sets it. Out to Hallie. Hallie has a nice hard hit. Lakin gets it up in the air, and they have to push it over. Caseyana with another pass. Audrey with a quick set. Alexis David hits it over. Out.
There's that wire speaker in the way again on Lakin.
Short ceiling.
And the wires are only on the right side court. They have speakers on the left side, but they don't have those wires.
Yeah.
Those wires tend to get in the way more than anything.
Is that what we call the seventh man?
Yeah. Home court advantage, I don't know.
Yeah. Back to the Blue Jays. Audrey tries to set it to Hallie. She does a good job hitting it hard across the net. Lakin back. Audrey tries to get it up. Casey has it. Oh, Hallie got that one. Chloe goes deep. Lakin passes the ball to the middle, set to the outside. They hit it over. Audrey has to take the first one. Ellie Miller gets it in the air. Leah Clark with it over. Set by Lakin. Nice hard hit. Casey gets it up. Bina with the set. Can't quite get it over.
Norton 21 and Lakin 18.
Great rally by both teams. They're hustling.
Fonen's still going to come back in.
Coach Murillo trying to break the momentum here. Chloe didn't do anything wrong. He's just breaking the momentum. Hallie Fonenstiel in. Serves up by Lakin. It's short. Hallie does a good job getting it in the air. Oh, nice.
That was a tip by Brooks. It was perfectly placed.
Great play by Hallie.
And a great dig by Fonenstiel. They went right after it. She proved them wrong. 22-18 Norton.
Leah Clark back to serve. Over. Lakin has the pass in the middle of the court. Set to the right side. Blocked by Bina. Tip.
Blocked again.
Blocked again by Miller. Hallie Brooks hits it down when it came over the net. Outstanding athleticism by that front line. You had Bina in the play, Miller in the play, Brooks in the play. Man, that was awesome.
Timeout Lakin. Norton 23, Lakin 18. We'll be right back.
The power of the bear, the stealth of a cougar, and the endurance and strength of a Mustang. That's what you'll find in the ATVs and UTVs at Norton Sports Center. At Norton Sports Center, you can find just what you need, and they know how to care for them when you need service. Give your hunting an edge this year when you know you can trust the ATV or UTV that will get you where you want to go. Find your advantage at Norton Sports Center, located on West Highway 36 in Norton, or give them a call at 785-877-5452.
Norton 23, Lakin 18. The rubber set of the match. And Norton serving.
Leah back to serve. Deep ball. Passed up by Lakin, and their setter mishandled it. It's a misset by Lakin, so point Blue Jays.
Match point Blue Jays. Coming up.
Clark serving. Ball's up, back, Lakin pass, set outside, blocked by Brooks. Lakin gets the ball over. Oh, Brooks is going right after it, back to Lakin. Lakin passes outside, tip.
Blocked.
That's tough. Hallie did a great job getting a touch on it, but it just came on her side.
Got a little room here. 24-19 with Lakin serving.
Blue Jays are still in a good spot here. Serves up by Lakin, pass by Hallie. Leah goes outside to Bina, who hits it down hard. Lakin gets the pass up, over. Bina gets it in the air again. Boy, I tell you, Hallie did a great job getting that quick set out. Yep, Lakin had a good attack. Bina and Brooks just couldn't quite get the block on it, and it was a touch, and the Blue Jays couldn't handle it.
Norton 24, Lakin 20. Lakin serving. Service with Edgerton.
Lakin has the ball up. Hallie Fonenstiel does a good job. Little miscommunication. Audrey tries to do a nice slow roll over. Lakin has a free ball back to Norton. Fonenstiel with the pass. Caseyana tries to set an Audrey. Audrey does a nice roll over. Dive for Lakin. Pass. Hit. Tip over. Back to the Blue Jays. Caseyana. Leah with the set. Audrey with a good hard hit. But Lakin blocked it back on their side.
Timeout. Coach Maria wants to talk it over. Norton 24, Lakin 21. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Encourage, to inspire with courage, spirit, or hope, to give help or patronage to someone. The Center Sky Dentistry Clinic and Dr. Craig Kriesig knows that the Norton community gives their support, encouragement, and fantastic patronage to them and to all the area students and athletes. Center Sky Dentistry is proud to call the Norton community home for over 35 years, and they're looking forward to serving you in the future.
Welcome back. Lakin is serving with a 24-21 lead, and Lakin serves into the net, and that does it for Norton. How about that?
Boy,
unexpected finish.
That was an unexpected finish. We'll take it.
In-depth 25-21. Norton wins the first one over Lakin. We're going to have to make a quick goodbye here. We have to move all of our equipment to the main gym. for our next matchup in back-to-back matches here. So want to give a shout-out to Rowan Granberry and Jeffrey Fick, our equipment managers, because we're just going to walk away and leave it for them to get everything moved over to the new gym.
I think they're equipment managers / super fans.
They are definitely leading the cheers for us here today. Norton wins the first match over Lakin 25-21. Check back with us in about 5 to 10 minutes for the second match.